Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, everybody. Morning. So good to see all these bright, beautiful faces of climate stewards and scientists. Thanks for coming out. My name is Qiana Mickie. I'm the executive director of the Mayor's Office of Urban Agriculture, the city's first office of urban agriculture. How many folks knew that? Thanks. So I'm really excited and happy to be with y'all. I'm looking forward to hearing more about the work and seeing the career fair. And I'm just really excited to see all these great New York climate stewards and scientists at our New York Sunworks annual youth conference. So just really happy to be here in person, right? After all these months and years of having to do things on Zoom or just in classes. So happy to be with y'all. For years, I've worked in urban agriculture. I've worked with farmers, I worked with gardeners, I worked with scientists, data collectors, folks in hydroponics, folks that also did community garden work for years. And what we wanted to do is continuing to find ways to work on food justice, so everybody had the right to eat and grow food and the food that they want, and also working on how to make sure we can include everybody in that. So whether you were from the Bronx or whether you were from Brooklyn, whether you were a senior, whether you were just a kid in pre-K, we wanted to make sure that we all found a way to train folks to learn how to grow and then how to eat this healthy, great food. So after a few years of doing that, I got a call and they said, hey, you've done all this great work in the community. You've done all this work around policy. We're gonna start this office. Would you like to be able to be the face of that office to work with community even more? I couldn't resist, right? I wanted to be able to work with students like you all and to see how can I help grow folks, not just the plants that we grow, but can we grow the brilliance and skills and faces of all, of y'all now to be our new leaders and our new scientists? And can an office that New York City is running support you in education and local food, but also giving you a chance to be the climate stewards and farmer scientists that you want to be? And that's really what I think the office is about. How do we create progress? How do we support our youth so as they grow up, they can continue to be the New Yorkers that are part of change? And it's important for us and our jobs at the city to foster your brilliance, to help you and other New York kids like yourselves to become these emerging leaders in our climate justice and find ways to make this, if this is your passion and you want to do it for a living, how you can also do that as well. But part of it too is we need to be able to come out and meet y'all where you're at. We need to be able to see you at conferences like this, to hear and learn from you about your great work. We also need to come out to schools, and it's great to work with partners like Sunworks, New York Sunworks, that is giving you your chance to learn and grow. So whether it's you still want to do volunteering efforts, if you do it in the classroom, or if this is the way you start to explore different careers, we want to find a way to connect, because the city needs great thinkers, but we need great doers, all like you right here. So I'm sure through all your studies and the explorations that you're doing and the surveys that you're doing, that you're finding new solutions to curing problems or solving problems. Problems like food, problems like how to make sure plants can grow. Like they were saying earlier, do plants even have emotions and feelings? These are all the things that we need right now to understand how we can make this a more sustainable and healthier planet for all of us. And just being an adult doesn't mean we have all the answers. Oftentimes we need to continue to find a way to explore, testing out new ideas, but also how do we innovate? And how do we innovate not with each other? So whether you're in 5th grade or high school, there's always a way to be a continual learner. And even for me, this is my job, but I'm continuing to learn, and I'm happy to be here to continue to learn from y'all. What also I'm learning too is, how do you learn in your classroom? What are you learning about resiliency? How to make things thrive? How do you continue to learn about sustainability? How do we create a healthier place in a neighborhood, in a community, not just for ourselves, not just even for our families, but for all our neighbors? So whether it's carbon reduction through growing, or it's creating healthy soils, or even, addressing, suckers, how do we continue to support urban agriculture to address climate crisis and change? And what it takes, it means thinking creatively. It means thinking critically, and it also means teamwork. So everybody next to you, how do we build the skills that we need to get us to our current present and a vibrant future? So I think it's not just about being creative, because I think y'all know that really well. I think it's also about acting with intention and being kind. And how do we do that? We continue to not just use data and science, we use those as opportunities to bring folks together, to share the learning like we're doing today. And not every kid gets a chance to get the same opportunities that you have, but I'm hoping as we continue to work together, we can find a way to make that an opportunity for all kids. But I really see y'all as not just the students you are today, I also see you as our new leaders. And I think you care about the land and the water and the food and the soil we have, but I know that you want us to all have a sustainable future. So I want you to continue to use these opportunities, talk to each other, whether you're at lunch, whether you're at the career fair. Think about your spark. What creates a spark in you to want to continue to innovate and want you to continue to learn? And then how do you bring that back to your community? How do you bring that back to the class? So a lot of people don't know this, but my very first job when I was 16 years old was picking weeds at parks and community gardens all around New York City. I was really, when I was your age, I was also really interested in protecting the environment. And that was one of the first ways that I got a chance to do it. So not just sitting at home and reading about it, but really getting my hands dirty. And, over a couple of years and a little bit of extra work and a couple of more weeds, I got a chance to run this office. So I'm hoping that we can continue to find ways to learn and work together. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all here, in the next year, in the next month, in the next 2 years. I'm sure I'm going to continue to see you doing all the great work that you're doing. Your climate stewardship and your science work, you've already begun. And I'm just really excited to see what more you have to do. So now I want to share just a little moment. Mayor Adams really wanted to be here, but he couldn't come. So what I said was, I can offer this great acknowledgement and recognition for all the great work that you're doing, all the great work that Sunworks has been doing. And he wanted to say thank you, and I want to be able to share that with y'all. So here I'm going to present this award. Okay. Is it here? Yes. Here we go.
Thank you.
So Manuela, New York Sunworks, thank you so much. Again, on behalf of the city, thank you. It's all the hard work that you're doing that gets you this recognition and award, and we continue to love to support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.